Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to a new video. So we made it to the next location. So next day, next location, am I right? So if you look behind me, you see what looks to be the front of a boat, right? Well, that could be because it is a boat. That's right. If you didn't see my story on Instagram, well, we didn't go to the tuberculosis hospital because that's actually gone. So we went to the boat. I'm gonna show you a little bit around. It is so stinking cool. But before, as always, I'm gonna read you a little bit about the boat. So hang on. Get the mud off my phone. So the boat is a very old boat, actually. Okay, so this boat was built in 1902 for a railroad executive, and it was originally a yacht called the Celt. Then World War II began, and the Navy began renting private boats, right? So this was one of the ones they rented, they outfitted it, they used it, renaming it the USS Sachem, and used it as a coastal patrol yacht. Loaded it up with depth charges, machine guns, and it was used to outrun and find submarines, right? So then Thomas Edison was brought in. Yes, the Thomas Edison was brought in to do some experiments on this boat. And he did some experiments, and those were all taking place in around New York Harbor, until the war ended in 1918, when his funding for this project also ended. Then it went back to the original owner in February of 1919, and then sold to a banker, and then to another guy in New York in 1932, who converted this massive yacht into a fishing boat, a very big fishing boat. It was then again reacquired by the Navy in February of 42 for $65,000 and converted for naval service. Commissioned at the USS Connecticut in July of 42. Here's looking down the boat. I'll go start exploring in a minute. To patrol the waters off the Florida Keys during World War II. Decommissioned, goes under modifications, placed back into service in 44, used to test sonar systems until put out of service in 45, and transformed into the Maritime Commission for disposal in 45 as well. Then goes back to the original owner and renamed the Sachem in 45, then resold and becomes a flagship of the new line sightseeing cruises in New York City, where again renamed the Sightseer. Then renamed Circle Line 5, and in the early 80s it was cut from the fleet and left abandoned in New Jersey until 86. So here we have the front of the boat. I hear some voices, so I'm gonna be a little quiet. Here's looking down the boat. If you look down here, you can see a lot of mud. This is the bow of the boat down here. And then we've got ventilation for an engine. We got more to the bow of the boat. And then we got huge, I assume were gas tanks. Not gas tanks, not like fuel, but like just like tanks that held types of gas, maybe nitrogen, I don't know. And then we keep going along the boat. We look down here, we see mud. Same with that one there. Now we're under the roof of the boat. So if we keep going, mud filling up the bottom of the boat. Mud. Now we're to the engine house. If we look over here, we see holes. You can start to see the actual base of the deck that's not covered in mud, which is pretty cool. Now here's the engine room. So if we look here, we can see a lot of rust, a lot of rusty components. We need to be careful so we don't get rusty, well, cut. Here's the engine. This is a huge engine. I would go down there, but I don't know how sturdy it is, so I'm not going to. But you can look around and see like the massive engine here. You can see, I assume that's maybe a fuel tank, I'm not sure. You can see where exhaust came out or oxygen came in, not sure again. You can see a lot of parts were taken off this right here. I'm gonna extend you guys out. Yeah, and so you can see here was just part of the building, honestly, around the engine. If we go this way, you can see there was a door here, very small door. But I mean, it's a boat, so they aren't exactly always the biggest doors. For comparison, I'm 5'10", approximately, and it's about a foot too short for me. So, short door. Again, you can see the engine. You can see some of the bays down there. This is a huge engine. I wonder how many horsepower this thing pushed. Again, there's those two huge tanks I was referring to earlier. You can see the pipes over here. This is just like the whole engine bay, which is really cool. Now if we go down, we're still under the roof. You can see some portholes here. There's another one down there. Here's where the floor becomes a little wacky. Not really sure where the floor is because I'm not sure how much mud, based on how tall, like if you look. So I'm guessing there's at least a couple feet of mud under me. Maybe 3, I'm not sure. Okay, so here's the wheelhouse. What I assumed was the wheelhouse. Again, we got a very rusty door. Got my stuff. And if we go in here, you can see just like how, well, for one, how tilted it is. Like it's very tilted. Graffiti. Wow, man, I actually have to age limit this one. That's gonna be cool. So we can just see some areas around here, which are really cool. Not sure what these pipes are. I think these are just like garbage that got dumped here by people over the years. Okay, so here we are out on the main deck. Here is actually how you get into the bottom of the boat. You can see, if you can't see, it's basically all water, which is sad because it'd be cool to go down there. Let's see, here's some stairs that we go up to. I forget what it's called, maybe the foredeck, aft deck, I'm not sure. I think this is the back of the boat, it's probably the aft deck. Maybe the poop deck, I'm not sure. You can see a little bit. Yeah, so we'll go back there in a minute. Just how big this other deck was. I'm not sure what that is. It probably fell off of some section for something. We'll go back down these stairs here. This is so cool. This is actually insane. Getting up here was a trick. How to get up here? Well, there's a very sketchy ladder there that I had to kind of jump and grab. Okay, so walking along, we can see a door and stairs that would go down. Not gonna go down because it's like filled with water, so that's at least 4 feet of water down there. Of course, we have our deck again. Mud everywhere. Okay, and then this is another engine. I believe this would have been for the anchor. I'm not 100% sure. Of course, got our, the engine itself. It's very frozen. That's never going to run again. Even if it wanted to, I don't think it could. Very caked with mud and the like. I'm not sure what. Oh, that's actually still. Last time this was used was in the 80s, so it's not gonna be insanely overgrown and beat up. Just kind of see in there. Okay, and then here's a big winch. I assume this was for the like anchor. Not sure. If you look in there, you can kind of see what might have been an anchor or a rope or something. Of course, we got the huge drums it would have rolled up on, and all that fun stuff. There goes the speedboat. Okay, so let's see what else is on this really cool boat. Let's go to this side of the engine, see if there's anything. Nope. Okay. Of course, there's the little deck there. A shoe, broken pipe. This is insanely cool. Wish I knew more about the boat. I might do a little more research and do a little clip at the end. Not sure. This is so cool. This shows you how crooked this boat is. That's saying true. That's how crooked we are. I don't really know what to say. This is so cool. Wish I knew how much like mud was in here so I could like get a better representation, but I don't. So I guess I'll wrap this video up here. This has been the USS Sachem. I suck at pronunciations, like I said. This is insanely cool. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe. Of course, this is gonna be hopefully a monthly series. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.